Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of That Boy ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Call of Duty, and as you can see, we actually have some more of the Black Ops 7 beta gameplay here in the background. As to be honest, man, ever since the beta has come and gone, not gonna lie, playing Black Ops 6 just isn't as fun anymore. You know, I don't know what it is. I think I just kind of prefer the Black Ops 7 gameplay that we were having. Like I said, I was really enjoying things like the field upgrades that they had, because that's probably the first time I really enjoyed having my field upgrade where it wasn't just like a mine or something. I like the fact that you were able to use certain items and upgrade them depending on how often you use them. Like I was working on getting to level 3 with the stem shot, and I had just got the grenade up to like level 2 with the bigger explosion. So there's just a lot more stuff in Black Ops 7, I think, for us to do in general. Now maybe that's because Black Ops 6 has been out for a while and for the most part everything has been completed. But to be honest, I don't really think that's really what it is. I know before the beta came out, it was still kind of hard to be engaged fully with the game, just simply because it was more and more of the same. And then with the SBMM being as crazy as it is in Black Ops 6, it's very tiresome. It was very tiresome to get on and play the game and even just have fun or even just enjoy myself in general. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us felt that way. And when we were able to play Black Ops 7, it was just a real breath of fresh air, not having to pretty much sweat my ass off every single game once they released the open versions of the matchmaking. And it's like night and day coming back to this and being right back in the thick of this SBMM again, man. It's really not fun. So again, I did get on and play Black Ops 6, but I'd rather watch this gameplay here anyway. And to be honest, me personally, as far as COD goes, I plan on still playing Black Ops, and I plan on getting Battlefield here soon. I still haven't copped that yet, but I plan on playing Black Ops 7, and to be honest, I'm more excited and just kind of waiting for that over this Black Ops 6. I feel like maybe I'm just over Black Ops 6 as a whole. And hopefully soon we get something. Now, don't get me wrong, Black Ops 6 is still giving us, pretty good things here. One of them being that recently with the new battle pass, they did release the Predator skin, which kind of irks my nerves a little bit because we already complaining about these crazy crossovers and skins. And don't get me wrong, I think the Predator is a good crossover due to the fact that the first one involves Marines. So again, it does make sense for the Predator to kind of be in Call of Duty to an extent, but it's just another icing on the cake when it comes to these crazy skins and killing immersion. But ultimately, I am a fan of Predator, and it just sucks that I did get on and I was actually going to spend my money on a bundle for Predator, and sure enough, it's connected to the Battle Pass. And no, I don't want to buy the Battle Pass. I get that once I buy it, it was one of the instant rewards, but ultimately it wasn't worth, the effort I felt that it needed to take. Another thing they did add recently in Black Ops 6 is they did add a party game mode for Jason. And to be honest, I did play a couple of rounds of this, and it's pretty fun, man. Everyone starts off. It's pretty much like Infected, like we've seen, where everyone starts off and then at the beginning of the round does a countdown, and then 2 people become killers, in which then they try to hunt down everybody while you try to survive every round. To be honest, it's just like the Infected game mode. Not too much of a big spin here, except Jason has some abilities that allow him to kind of just pop up on your location and things like that. And ultimately, man, it is a fun little mode, especially if you have like a nice little group of friends to play with. It's something you could definitely hop on and knock out a couple hours of just having some good old fun time with you and your homeboys, man. I mean, it is something like that. And for it to be around the Halloween season, I'm not surprised, and it is pretty decent. Also, recently, we did just get another event out here in Black Ops 6, which is the Chucky event. So you can now get the Chucky and Tiffany dolls as operators. And again, I'm not the biggest Chucky fan, but to me, this is one of the people that kind of don't make sense due to the fact that Chucky doesn't use guns while he kills people. He primarily uses a knife. So it's not like Chucky's going up against army soldiers in his movies like how the Predator does. Like the first Predator movie is against a whole bunch of army soldiers, basically people that will be in Call of Duty. You know, it was basically operators that we would have in Call of Duty hunting the Predator. So I think that would have made a little bit more sense. Also, I think that instead of the Jason game mode, they should have made it a little bit better and made it actually like the Predator, the first one, and put it in like a jungle map and had it where you had a Predator that you had to go after and not Jason, just because just make it a little better. I think that would have made it a little bit more immersive, and it would have put us kind of more into the footsteps of the original Marines from the original Predator movie. Because again, I could have seen them doing like a promo for this where they kind of recreated shot for shot the soldiers flying into whatever jungle map they give us, have us showing in, and then using the Call of Duty operators filled in for the roles of the actors, and it would have looked fine. It actually would have fit because the operator, as long as you don't have no crazy looking operator, but if you use the basic Call of Duty operators, it would basically look like how the movie did. So it would, in my opinion, the Predator coming into the game makes a little bit more sense because of that right there. Now, ultimately, I know Chucky does have his fan base, and it is still a little weird seeing a 6'10" Chucky running around, but ultimately I get it. You couldn't make him the size he normally is, or you wouldn't be able to shoot his ass. So again, it's cool beans. But to me, it's one of those horror movie characters that doesn't really fit due to the fact that he doesn't use guns. So not really sure about that one. Now, the other person would be like the Colonial Marines from Aliens, but I can only imagine you have xenomorphs running around. That would just look stupid because I already know they're going to have a xenomorph skin, and seeing a xenomorph run around with a gun would just be crazy. Unless what they should probably do if they want to do another one of these things. Look, I'm over here coming up with ideas for goddamn the devs. But if they wanted to do a crazy crossover with something like Aliens and Predator, again, I think these two horror franchises, sci-fi horror franchises, could actually fit in Call of Duty due to the fact that both of them involve Marines when it comes to the characters. Now, with the Aliens crossover, obviously, you wouldn't have xenomorph. You would not have a xenomorph operator at all. Do not do that. You would have like the you would have Sigourney Weaver's character. I forgot her name. Ellen Ripley. You have Ellen Ripley's character. You have a Colonial Marine skin. You would have any of those skins from any of the Colonial Marines from the movie that were iconic, like the Hispanic chick with the red bandana as a skin. I'm thinking that would have been dope. You could have had any of the synthetics that are in there. That would have been dope. So again, if they wanted to use these sci-fi / horror characters, there are certain ones I think that would fit. And again, you could have a game mode where it's like zombies, except for zombies, you have xenomorphs. So I'm pretty sure that if they really wanted to do a crossover, that's kind of how they could do it, man. And I think that would have been pretty dope. I also think that people would have liked that as a whole in replacement of the Jason mode and the Chucky mode. I think they should have just did Alien and Predators, because at least with those, they do face Marines, and you could have done the same thing but had a better mode. And then instead of regular zombies, you just have a zombies mode where instead of zombies, it's xenomorphs, man. I think that would have been dope as hell, and I think that would have knocked it out the park. But hey, let me know how y'all feel, man. Are y'all on Black Ops 6 and do y'all miss Black Ops 7? And are you ready for it to hurry up and get here so we can swap over? And also, how y'all feeling the events, man? Are y'all liking the Chucky skin that came in? How do y'all feel about the Jason game mode and about the Predator skins? And last but not least, how do y'all think about my idea that instead of the Jason and Chucky, we should have got Aliens and Predators and gotten the operator skins for the Colonial Marines and for the Marines that fought the Predator in the jungle, and then had the game modes that I talked about, man. Let me know down in them comments, and let's get a conversation started, man. But until then, I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at DatBoyETV. Now, catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
I'm getting calls from some very happy shareholders.
We showed up to play today.
Oh, shit.